VSH has been partnering with FACE since the beginning of FACE, actually. One of the VSH doctors helped get FACE off the ground roughly 17 years ago. I think, as we all know, veterinary medicine has gotten more expensive over the years. I mean, we can see why from the back end, but for clients, I know it can be very challenging. You're not expecting some of these bills, you're not expecting some of these situations. And FACE has been one of those organizations that's stepped in and truly been able to help those emergency cases where that pet would 100% recover, instances like hit by a car or foreign bodies, things you're not expecting. And being able to provide that to those clients has really given those pets a second life. And there's not a lot of organizations that do what they do. It's very challenging to not have anything to give a client who's really struggling at that moment in time. And it might be where they're at in their personal life, or they weren't expecting this, kind of bill today. So being able to have those options and those resources to work through with our clients is truly amazing, and it allows us to really do our jobs. The FACE case that particularly stood out to me, while there's been plenty over the last 13 years I've been here, one that's really stood out to me was a dog named Jax. He was with his owner when his owner got hit while driving down the freeway, and unfortunately the owner had to go to the hospital, and Jax was found roaming on the freeway. He was brought here and got all the medical care he needed, and FACE stepped in to help with all of those medical bills, as well as help the client through all of his hospitalization. The client was a veteran, so it really was a very memorable case for us as a hospital, for FACE, and that client still to this day, sends us letters and stuff like that. And it was one of those once in a lifetime experiences. Having a partnership like the one we have with FACE has really impacted the services we provide and the care we give in a lot of ways that I don't even probably know how to verbalize completely, but it's allowed us to truly help every single pet who walks through the door. There's nothing worse than not being able to give as much as possible, and with a partnership like FACE, we are able to help so many more clients and so many more patients every single day. It's something you just don't see everywhere, and not every hospital has that type of resource and partnership. VSH helps and works in conjunction with FACE in a lot of ways, one of them being the discount we offer to all FACE cases, as well as we have an in-memory program, so every pet that unfortunately goes over the Rainbow Bridge, we provide a donation to FACE in hopes that that donation will give back to other pets throughout the San Diego County. I think other ways we work with FACE a lot is we do a lot of their different promotional programs, jumping in at the golf tournament and helping out, bags and baubles. There's so many different things that we've gotten involved with them over the years, and our relationship just continues to grow from there. If I were to be, talking to another hospital that wasn't involved with FACE right now, I think the one thing I'd want to tell them is think of that one case that had to leave, that you knew you could help, that you knew you could provide for, they unfortunately just couldn't afford it. And just think of that one case that sticks with you every day, and having a partner like FACE would have helped that case. And I think of that in all of those situations. They're the first people we call, whether we call them, text them, email them, to get them on board, and they're always ready to jump in and help. So if you're thinking about it, think about that one case that walked out the door.